Alright, I've got another fun deck that I've been playing lately, and it's probably the deck that I've enjoyed most of all, and that is Blue-Green X Flash. In this case, it's Sultai Flash. I played the Simic, just the blue-green, straight blue-green version, all the way through gold and made it to platinum for the first time ever. Was just on a tear. I think I lost 2 matches all the way through gold, which is insane. Since getting to plat, it's been a lot harder, but this is the deck. I'm going to play 4 games with it, and it'll be against four different decks, and it should be a fun time. Basically, it's the blue-green core for Mystic, Nightpack, Ambusher, Brindwarden, Cutthroat. All of these made the deck a lot stronger, especially Cutthroat and Ambusher are just they're 2 new cards that just really are insanely powerful. Brindborn Cutthroat, which is a flash creature, when you play spells on their turn, it gets bigger. So since all of our spells are instant speed, it says basically when you cast a spell, he gets bigger. Nightpack Ambusher, again, if you didn't cast a spell on your turn, then you get a wolf token. So since we're never playing stuff on our turn, basically he's a 7/7 for 4 mana. So it's a really cool card. The black cards. This is the thing that I am still working on. I'm not sure if the black splash is helpful, but the black cards basically 3 Tyrant Scorn in the main and 2 Assassin's Trophies. Basically, Assassin's Trophies to help deal with Teferi and other problematic permanents game 1, such as Field of the Dead. And then in the sideboard, I've got 2 more, mainly for the Teferi and Field of the Dead games. So Scapeshift has been a really tough matchup, mainly because you can't interact with lands. I also have Legion's End for that matchup and for Mono Red. Noxious Grasp is for mainly Teferi and Shifting Ceratops. I do have 2 Shifting Ceratops in here. For the mirror or for the mono blue matchup, although mono blue is now going to mirror. I just played that yesterday, which is going to be one of the videos that I will show. And yeah, their black cards came in really big in this game. 3 on Mordigo, not sure if this is right, but this is for Scapeshift again. Scapeshift's been a really tough matchup because they've got the green hate cards, they've got Teferi, and they've got lands that you can't interact with. So I'm just going to be bringing in a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, when I played Scapeshift, I changed up my deck list a little bit throughout the 4 games, so didn't get to try all of the board, but also Negate, Disdainful Stroke. These 2 cards are just cards that I love having in any blue-based decks, just to deal with Esper, to deal with Nexus, so many different things. And then 2 Cerulean Jakes. Originally I had 3, just in case I play versus Mono Red. This card just allows me to dumpster that matchup, and it's been a really cool addition. I would like to play 3, but I've had to cut down. I might just cut down on one of the egos to put back, because it just feels good seeing basic mountain and then a red creature, because you know that you're going to bring in your 3 drakes and then you're basically just going to get 2-0 or 2-1 quick win. So anyways, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to jump into those 4 matches and we'll see how it goes. Alright, first match we're going to be on the play, which is always great. Seems fine. Got early interaction. Hopefully we'll draw some fatties. I think I'm going to drop the Water Grave so that they don't know what we're on yet, and then I will play the other cards later. Notice I'm in platinum. This is the first time I've ever made it to platinum. Was on a 26-9 tear through gold, so won 26 games, lost 9. That got me there quite quickly, all with Flash. It's been a fun deck. Hopefully my opponent will show up shortly. Good, they're mulliganing. That's a good start. Still not sold on the Black Splash. Obviously the mana base is a little bit more painful. But the sideboard hate is real with this deck. So we can basically daze anything, counter it unless they pay 1. Okay, so we're playing against a no, you know what? I'm just gonna kill it. This is why we play these removal spells. We're drawing a lot of land here. But we'll Sinister, Sabotage, and move some of that land to the bottom. Yeah. Yep, get out of here. Wow, that's a lot of lands. 7 lands in the top 50. 8 lands in the top 50. That's rough. 3 non-land cards. We might lose this just simply because drawing all the lands. It doesn't really... Every time I make videos, I just get the worst draws. Okay, I don't really care about that. And they know I don't. They know I don't care about that. I'm gonna shock this in because I need as much mana as I can for the Syncopate. We'll flash in Brineborn at the end of turn, and I can quench basically anything that they play. And then we'll have a 3/2 on the field. That was a good draw. Okay, that's a good start. Let's see, I can basically mana leak anything. So I'm just gonna put that in. We can start drawing cards with Spectral Sailor, and we'll be good to go. So Syncopate's a new addition to the deck. I have been playing basically Spell Pierce as my only early interaction, but it just can't hit creatures, which is rough. Yeah, so I'm just going to do this for, I don't know, 2. Just want to make sure I have enough mana left over. So we're going to have a 4/3 after this turn. And a 1/1 flyer. So we've got a decent clock. Okay, good. Okay, so they appear to also be flooding. I'm going to shock this in as well. I know again I'm getting low on life, but I want to be able to counter for 2 plus draw cards. We'll see. We've got a really fast clock. They are flooding out pretty hardcore. Unfortunately, they're also drawing a lot of lands, so my Syncopate's getting worse. Okay, good. So we'll do this for 2. Man, these Syncopates have both been really good. Let's see. Go like that. And boom. That was like the only card that would actually work there. And we'll draw a card. Good. Wow, the land. The land is real. Huge tracts of land. Okay. They might be dead next turn. They might very possibly be dead next turn. Let's see what they got. I think we're fine. Okay, don't want to do that. I'm going to draw first. Man, this is rough. So much land. So if I do this, 7, 8, they'll be down to 1. That's fine. So let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So we're just going to draw another card. We just need to get something other than land. Okay. Okay. I think we're fine. 2. Okay. Yeah, we can just put this into play tapped. Huh. This is a good question. I don't know whether we should go for Tamiyo or not. I'm just going to stay back to block because I don't want to die here. I can counter whatever he plays, so... Got 2 cards in hand. Come on, miss. He's not going to gain life off the Wild Growth Walker, so no Teferi. Ah! Okay, so we know that he's playing. That may have just been a troll. I doubt he's got Teferi in the deck. So we're just going to tap down the Wild Growth Walker. And then I will block with Trickster. Take out the Merfolk. This should be game. Got enough to counter the next 2 spells. He's got 1 in hand. No, sir. So somehow we managed to survive. Get out of here. Okay, attack for the win. Do not attack the wrong target. Okay, golden. Sweet. So, Sultai mid-range. It's actually kind of cool. I've heard that this deck is a thing. Yeah, this is definitely coming in. And then Disdainful Stroke. What's coming out? Spell Pierce. Negate. Trickster's fine. I'm not actually sure. We might just be interacting with their creatures all day. Spectral Sailor was fine. This is really tough. Want that. Maybe I just don't want... You'll trim on a Trickster. This is kind of tough, actually. Maybe I just don't want so many counters. Okay, let's try it. Not actually sure where to go from there, but this is matchups like this are where the Black Splash hopefully should pull its weight. I could have probably pulled out Assassin's Trophy. Ugh. Guess we're gonna mulligan this. Wow. And this is what happens. Okay, they mulligan too. Okay, this is good. We're going to keep this. Okay, we're going to get rid of Watery Grave. And Assassin's Trophy. Yeah, because we can actually take care of any of their stuff, I think. Here comes Duress. That's unfortunate. Man, that's rough. That is rough. All right. And they'll probably win the long game. So they are a Teferi deck. They're 4-color. Yep. And we might just be dead right here. If they have a Teferi in hand, then we're probably all done. Teferi is just such a rough card. Yep. And he's going to bounce it. Man, Teferi is so frustrating to play against. Oh, it's such a joy. Such a joy to play against these Teferi decks. And I mean, they're just going to block. So we'll see. Maybe I need to bring in the Ceratops. Yeah, we're done. Nice game too. So I do need to keep Spell Pierce. That's why Spell Pierce is in the deck. Okay, we're done. We're done. Alright, so they're definitely... So that's definitely coming back in. Nope, not that. So maybe just Trickster needs to come out completely. So the sideboard hate is just what makes this really difficult. I don't know, Syncopate. We'll try it. I mean, do they have anything blue? Not really. All right. Let's hope. We'll be on the play. If we can get 2 creatures down, should be fine. Huh. I think I'm going to keep this and try to scry to a black source. Knowing we've got 3 ways to deal with a Teferi. Nope, that's not black source. Could be a quick game. Yep. We really need that black source. Right on cue. Okay, but we have no counter spells. Which is always great to see. Hopefully they'll try to jam a short. I think we're just going to kill this. Get rid of it before they can gain life. That's frustrating. But maybe we can start drawing cards if they don't play anything. I think Teferi is the only... I can't react to a Teferi, so... Yep, that's a thing. I mean, your Teferi's not going to survive. So... I'll draw a card off of this. Maybe they don't have a Teferi. Okay. Well, I'm going to draw a card here. Let's see what happens. Wait, this is intense. Okay, well, that just... everything just got a lot better. Because now we've got 2 things on the field. We can't be duressed. Let's see. I'm just going to play this, and I'm just going to Noxious Grasp that Wild Growth Walker. Okay. We do not want them to gain life. Okay, a land. That's a Teferi on top. That's a problem. Yeah, so I'm just going to smash in with the Sailor. No, I don't want to do that. Let's get in. And we're just going to do this. Do this number. Hopefully we can counter Teferi. Hopefully they just try to jam him. Yowzers. Well, that's difficult. Huh. That's a lot of life. Hopefully he will just sack one of his lands to draw a card, and then jam Teferi. But, because he'd rather kill my thing. But at least that's a lot of life, man. That's so frustrating. Okay, but he has an empty hand, and I've got... That's so much life. He drew all 4 of them. That's great. Okay, that's fair. And now we can get rid of the Vraska. No, stop it. Go to attacks. Okay, well, we're still alive here. And if he bricks, then I'm going to start drawing cards with Spectral Sailor. Creature's fine. Just going to take this here, because there's a chance that I can bounce my Mystic. Huh. I'm just going to draw cards. I need counterspells. That's a counterspell. It's not the best, but it'll work. Okay. He'll probably block with the Paradise Druid. That's okay, because that takes 1 less mana, so he's got 7-8 right now. What would be great is if he would try to play Command the Dreadhorde, which... because I can syncopate that for 2, for 1. Let's go. So currently I've got 2 Teferi killers. Otherwise the Teferi landing is GG. Come on, man. You either... He probably disconnected. Okay. Alright. So he must have just had lands. So somehow... Boom, there's some ticks on that Platinum Tier 4. That will go away, but yeah. So Sultai Dreadhorde, probably Sultai midrange. The Black Splash was able to help us deal with those Planeswalkers. Maybe. Still not sold on it. Took a lot of damage from lands, but we'll jump into some more matches. Alright, here we go again with Sultai Flash. This time we're going to be on the draw, and I think this is a keepable hand. We don't have double blue, but we'll have time to draw, and we've got a clock, a lot of threats, and some counterspells. So let's keep it. Alright, we're going Temple of Tilt. I don't know what we're playing against, but I do have 2 counters in hand, so against a green deck, I'm assuming that Negate's probably going to be less valuable. So we are playing against Nexus, probably, which will probably be a good matchup. I'm actually pretty sure it'll be a good matchup. We'll see. Because we've got Tarmogoyf, and then we've got counterspells. Dadgummit. These teams' players draw their Blast Zone in their opening hand so many times. But there's 100% Nexus, so that's great. And now we've got double blue up. Now we can start attacking. Unfortunately, they'll probably clear my Brineborn, but that's okay. And we've got our 4th land, so I'll probably use Lookout's Dispersal. They are also green, so they're going to be able to bring in some... Oh, my Lookout's Dispersal is going to start losing value soon, but I'm going to use Sabotage to see if I can grab a threat. You have only colorless mana up. You can't cast anything. Shoot. Man, that's tough. Sure, I'll keep it. Why not? If they are using their mana to upgrade Blast Zone, then they're not going to be casting spells. And I'm going to put them on a pretty fast clock in the next couple turns. The metagame actually right now is really sweet. Yeah, double Blast Zone. It happens a lot. Sure. Not sure what the purpose of that was, but I think that's fine. They're missing on lands, so I'm just gonna go double Brindborn. I'll have 5 power in play. And then we have a bunch of interaction. We should be able to win in a couple turns. I don't know what they've got in their hand, and we have a Frilled Mystic, so that's great. So so they should be dead next turn. If they try to go for, they may not be playing Nexus, but if they go for some big spell that I can just Frilled Mystic, then will be great. Sure. You are more than welcome to do that. Huh. I think I'm just going to counter this here, because if they don't have anything, then I just have lethal. But they clearly do have something. Just not sure what it is. Okay, so we should have the win here. I can just counterspell whatever they play. Yep. There it is. All right. Illegal blocks. Try again. All right, so that should be Nexus. So we didn't actually see a Nexus. It might just be, I don't know what it is. We'll see. So against Nexus, I mean, we obviously want some number of counterspells. We want so many negates. I'm gonna, That's interesting. I'm guessing that Noxious Grasp is gonna be something that we need to bring in. Tricksters are probably bad. Disdainful Stroke. Laggy. And I think I need to take out one card. Tyrant Scorn. I mean, it works as an unsummon, that's about it. And sure. Seems good. We'll try from there. Now, the Simic version might just be better against Nexus decks, if this is what that is. It may be Scape Shift. Although they were playing 2 Blast Zones, so I'm guessing it's not a Scape Shift deck. And we didn't see... Man, this happened last time. Game 2, there's just nothing I could do because I mulliganed into Oblivion. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to get rid of one of these wolves. Get out of here. The lag is real. Actually, it's not lag, it's just frame rate dropping, isn't it? Yes. So, I'm not actually going to play Spectral Sailor turn 1, because I'm going to use him to buff the Cutthroat. Because he doesn't really do anything, like 1 damage a turn isn't going to do anything. Unfortunately, we have 0 interaction right now outside of Frilled Mystic. Not sure what our opponent is doing. Blast Zone in the opening hand. They must be just playing 4. That would make a lot more sense if that was the case. I can spam my cat too. Okay, so they don't have double blue up, which is nice. But they can now kill that, which is also fine because they lose a land. I don't think I'm going to be winning with my Tarmogoyf, so I'm going to drop this into play. If they want to take their turn off to kill Tarmogoyf, they are golden. Because then I'm going to have a fast clock and a good counterspell after that. Now, Wilderness Reclamation would hurt. Should have shocked that in. Man, so many counterspells and none in my hand. Shifting Ceratops would also be rough. So basically, lots of things would be rough, and I can't do anything about it. We both have blue cats, though. There it is. Yep. Okay, well that's good, because we've got a really fast clock. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to be able to get in for damage. Is okay, because we're going to put on a super fast clock. These Nightpack Ambushers get out of hand very quickly. Unfortunately, we still only have one piece of interaction. A fast clock is nice. Okay, they might just be Escape Shift deck. But Scape Shift or Wilderness Reclamation are both sorcery speed, so if they go to their end step, we're 100% putting in Nightpack Ambusher. It's just a thing that we're doing. Blow it up, come on. You want to do it? Man. That's tough. I could kill it, couldn't I? Okay, that's fair. I'm just going to replay it. Come on. They have something else? Oh, whew. Okay, now we can swing in for a lot. That's fair. You can use your root snares right now. Okay, so we get a wolf. Yep. Dang it. Okay, well. He may have Summer's Veil, which is a thing. Okay, apparently not. Spell Pierce. Do we want Spell Pierce right now? I don't think so. Man, it would be nice, though. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we have Negates, we have Disdainful Stroke, we have all the things in the world. And we've got a really fast clock. Okay. So I'm going to theoretically pop this Ambusher in at end of turn, and we're going to swing for a bunch. I think you can do that, actually. You are allowed to do nothing for your turn. But we do need interaction. We don't have interaction right now. Okay. That Ceratops is just really good. I mean, so he might have a counterspell, but I don't know if that's going to be... I'm going to start making some 4/4 tokens. Assume he's got full control on. Yeah, okay. Well, That's just kind of GG, is it not? I'm going to keep back the Cutthroat until he has to be a threat. Otherwise, the Ceratops will just block him and take 9. That's fair. And take 8. I always forget about the reach on this thing. Okay, 2 more wolves. Man, that Spell Pierce would have been nice right now, would it not have? Could fight through a little bit of interaction. Still haven't seen my opponent do anything. This has just been what all the decks are. Every deck I face, shifting Ceratops comes in post board. Maybe it's because I'm playing a mostly blue deck. Teferi and Ceratops, those are the best friends. That's every deck basically. Ceratops is a really cool card though. It's unfortunate though they pushed it so that like every green deck has it. But now I'm playing black so I can fight back with my sideboard cards. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, maybe they'll just play land and go for Nexus. Be great. Counter it. Bash for the win. That's a good sign. I have literally nothing that costs 1. So, question is, what could they have for 3? And I'm not gonna. Okay, well, we're just gonna swing with everything. They gotta make a play. Spell Pierce doesn't do it. Dispel isn't a card. Come on! Son of a gun. They had it. They had it. The hate cards. Man, so difficult. Should have seen it too. 1 more land would have been nice. That Spell Pierce. Man, bottom the Spell Pierce. But they don't know I have nothing, so maybe they'll pass turn. I don't understand sometimes people just take so long. Like, there's nothing really that difficult for you to do. Return Root Snare. That'd be nice. Okay. Okay, that's encouraging. I think we might have the win again. Spell Pierce would be great to have. Man, these decks are so tiny. They used to be so tall, and now they're tiny. So I think they're realizing that they basically have to resolve Root Snare, which is actually really cool. All right. They are tapped out. Let's Frilled Mystic for the win. Got him. Good game. All right, well, that was super tense. I don't even know what they were playing, but yeah, so I think we'll just say blue-green Nexus ramp stuff. We'll go into another match. All right, here we are again, round 3. Draw. Oh, man, if I keep this, I have two potential looks, 3 potential looks. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna live dangerously. That's always smart, right? So we've got a really fast clock, and then we've got some scape shift. Okay. Well, our deck, we're gonna lose game one. That's okay. But our deck should be well suited to taking out scape shift. Oh, bollocks. I guess we have to keep it, don't we? Sure. We'll keep it. We'll bring in, we've got 3 Legion's Ends. Okay, we're just going to concede here. That was over quickly. So they're playing Teferi. So this is where the Black Splash should be helpful. 3 Noxious Grasps. Legion's Ends. Negates, and that should be good. What is bad? Probably Trickster, I'm guessing. Yep. Trickster's actually not particularly good in a lot of these non-creature matchups. Cast down. Tyrant Scorn doesn't really kill much that they have that's important. The most important things are, I might just actually cut it. Spell Pierce. Huh. I mean, that's probably going to be dead pretty quickly. Let's cut Spell Pierce and hope we have... Oh, do have 2 Syncopates. That's good. And then I'll take out another Tyrant Scorn. Should be fine. Okay, sounds good. So, the problem with this matchup, I have a losing record against it. I've actually lost 2 in a row. The hard part is we are dealing with the scape shift part. Of course, we're going to play. This is fine. Actually, this is great. So we can take out Teferi and all sorts of great stuff. Yeah, so this will take out Teferi. This will take out their zombies. It'll be great. Okay, we are drawing 3 mana counter spells, which isn't the best, but what I would love to do is draw a land here. Got him. Well, I should have played my pirate there. That wasn't the best. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. We can counter Teferi right here. That's fine. And they also bring in Frilled Ceratops, so the zombies are a threat. Not Frilled Ceratops, Shifting Ceratops. Cool. So they only have 3 lands for Field of the Dead currently. A land here would be great. That's not the land we wanted for Christmas, but... I think I'll take it. Sure. I'll probably... I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to get in there for damage. We cut our Spell Pierces, so actually the long game will favor us. Yeah, I think we have to counter that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they only have 4 lands for Scape Shift currently. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that, actually. The worst thing I can do is flood out. But looks like we're going to draw land anyways. That's okay. At the end of the day, if they don't play anything, I'll just Spectral Sailor. So, and if whatever they play, I will Frilled Mystic. It'll be great. So, having these, so they can Scape Shift if they want. Sack a bunch of lands. Heck yes. Good. Yep. 1 Teferi down. Ooh, they could have played another Teferi there. I think we're just going to smash in. They've only got 5 lands for Field of the Dead right now, because they've got 2 temples, which is always great. And I'm just going to put this into play untapped. Screw it. Why not? If they play their Ceratops here, which they probably will, then we'll be able to kill it and then draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next land they'll start making zombies. Okay, here comes their Scape Shift. So we're going to draw land and then Legion's End. Actually, you know what? We can do that later. We can actually answer it here. So we can't draw a card, but that's okay. That's great. Perfect. Nice. Don't know why they brought that in, but it works pretty well here. Seems good. Okay, so a bunch of lands. That's interesting sideboard tech. And I just drew it off the top, so I think I just want to ignore. Well, I think I might have to kill it. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Sure. So they're down to 1 card in hand, so that's fine. So if it's a land, they're going to start getting zombies. Yep. Land, land. Okay, that's great. We don't need those lands anyways. We are down to 38 cards, which... Okay, that's great. Alright, there we go. They did not see our black cards, which is important. So knowing they have Ashiok, does that change anything? I don't think it does. We're going to be on the draw, so I think I'm going to take out Cast Down. I don't know if the Spectral Sailor's how good that is. I mean, it is nice to draw cards. I think I'll bring in a Spell Pierce. That should be fine. Do they have anything that's... They don't really have anything that's worth killing, so I just don't want to lose to Fairy on turn 3. Technically, they could get him down turn 2. So... And we don't technically insta-lose, because now we have... Planeswalker kill. Oh, nice. Great. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. I guess we'll just get rid of that. Actually, Spectral Sail, we don't want that now, so we'll just get rid of that. There we go. So we have no interaction for several turns, but they didn't play anything turn 1. It's probably Growth Spiral. We will signify that we have something in hand. Unfortunately, now he knows I don't have a counter. But if he plays Teferi just dies. Good. Excellent, so he's getting no value out of it. This is why we bring this into the deck. And we have a backup, so that's great. And next turn we'll untap with Mystic and Nightpack Ambusher in hand. Of course, they have this turn to do whatever they want. I may have to allow them to Scape Shift and then Legions and their tokens away. This is probably... This and Esper are just really hard matchups. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Sure. Okay, here comes their scape shift. So they're going to scape shift here. Do I want to counter it or clear away their tokens? Probably want to counter it, right? Because then they'll have all their fields of the dead. Oh, bollocks. That's a biggie. So they're just going to draw a bunch of cards here. That's unfortunate. Uh, that's interesting. I could have Legions ended the Crisis and got rid of all their other Crisises. That's probably what I'll do next time. We'll see. Okay, well now those Legions ends are going to have to be used to kill zombie tokens. Down to 19. Sure. Yeah, this Bant deck just has so many good cards in it. Okay, so we have an open spot to get our wolf in there. So what I may just have to do is just sit and wait it out. Make a bunch of wolves. Unfortunately, I have no counter spells in hand. But if they scape shift, I can get rid of all their zombies. So, okay, so we are going to Legions end this crisis here. That crisis is going to kill us very quickly, unfortunately. Do I kill that? I don't think I do yet. Okay, well we're not drawing any interaction. I think I'm going to go on their upkeep and I'm going to kill their Tameo. Yeah. I waited too long already. I already gained some value out of it. Wow, nice. Well, they're just doing really well. This is a good deck. What I think I want them to do is hit Scape Ship, so they're already down to 30 cards in hand. I can brick wall some of these. I can't brick wall that. That's a biggie. If I draw removal, something useful. Huh. Okay. Man, if I do that, I lose my wolf token. But I think it's gotta happen, right? So we'll kill that. Okay. So they do have Teferi. They only had two. Nice. All right. We might get wrecked here. Oh, we can counter the Teferi. That's a thing. Our opponent doesn't have anything to do, but is just sitting there. Well, maybe they went AFK. Would be lucky because we're losing otherwise. No. And they come back just in the nick of time. Nice. They do have 9, so 4 will get through. So 8 power. It's a thing. So they'll play their Teferi. Yep. They are churning through their deck. Hopefully they will cast their Scape Shift here. Good. 25 cards. Okay, so they're using Teferi as the bait. You don't have any counterspells, so no need to hold full control. Which they're doing. They'll probably all attack here. Okay, sack all your lands. I might be able to actually get in for the win here. Let's see, 8. No, not exactly. They're not going to have many cards left in their deck. So we could technically wait this out. Possibly. There's been a number of these games that have ended up... Wow! Down to 16 cards. And they only have 1 Krasis left in their deck. Now see, if I didn't have Legion's End, I would be toast. This is great. I'm so glad I'm saying this. Scape Shift's a cool deck. So I don't think we're winning on damage. I think that's fair to say. Alright. Okay, they're all tapped out, so we're just going to get rid of this. And get rid of all of them. Get rid of Tameo. That might be enough. We shall see. So we need to get rid of Tameo, so we're going to go... I'm going to swing with 4 at her. Yeah, so even if the elf blocks, and then the rest will go to face. So they can make a bunch more zombies. The game is definitely not over. But we have a chance now. Okay, that Teferi is a problem. But it does mean that that's what they drew, so... That was a nice top deck. Wow, that was great. I have one more Legion's End. So that's what I need to get to in 45 cards. Great. This has been an epic game regardless. They got a quick win, and I am drawing a ton of stuff, ton of lands, which is always fun. Honestly, if they just trade all of this away, that's fine with me. So they have 5 blockers, so we got to get in with 6 attackers. That's fair. Actually, I should just do all attacks, shouldn't I? Okay. So Teferi's going to die. And we'll kill 2 of their zombies. They could have killed my Brineborn. Unfortunately, they can kill my Brineborns with that, so... Oh my gosh, 4 more zombies. 1 more Legion's End would do it. No, it wouldn't. 4. So they're going to kill my wolf next turn. Oh my word. Nice, top decks. There's my sarcastic nice. I think I'm probably dead here. Nexus is a cool touch. So they're swinging for 10. Wow. That's it. Good game. Couple nice top decks there at the end, but Scapeshifts is a great deck. It's really solid. So I'll probably do one more game, but that was pretty fun. Still not sure how to beat it. All right, game 4. We'll be on the play. Should be good. This is pretty slow, but we have lands, so I'm going to keep. It's probably the wrong play, just in case I draw Trickster turn 2. We'll see. Punished. That's great. I love it. So this is mono blue. This should be a tough matchup, I think. Shifting Ceratops actually will be really good. So we'll bring both of those in post board. Trickster should be good. It all depends on if they get Curious Obsession here. So they do have that for Ceratops. Okay, well, we're drawing more lands, but that's okay. So basically, mono blue has been apparently splashing, I think playing 8 black duels, blue-black duels, so 4 shocks and 4 check lands. I guess that's what they're called, check lands, so that they can put in cast down for frilled shifting Ceratops. Change color of this. It's got to be the blue one. Sure. I don't see any need to use... I think I'm going to try to draw out something from this Trickster. or from their counterspell. See if we can take out Storm Tamer. If they have a counterspell, that's great. They countered my 2/2. Great. Okay, so we're just gonna slam Wolf Nightpack Ambusher. That's tough, but I think we just gotta go for it, right? They may have cast down pre-board. They may not. We don't know. I doubt it. They'll definitely bring him in post-board though. And this thing will kill very quickly. They do not have Curious Obsession. They might have Jin. Terramander. Okay, well that's a threat that's going to get big over time. So we have... Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to put this into play tapped. We've got blue, blue, blue. We should be good. So this thing will kill very quickly. Short. So I'll have 3 cards in the graveyard. So this Terramander could get big. But now we can basically counter whatever they play thanks to Spell Pierce. And I think we'll win this race in the long game. I think I gotta fight over this, right? Spell Pierce hurts badly. Yep. And they can adapt their Terramanders next turn, which is really unfortunate. We're just flooding out hardcore. As you do. So they can pay all their mana to adapt 1 Terramander. And then take 6. They're thinking about it. We might just be dead here. Yeah, we are. Yep, good game. Alright, shouldn't have countered that spell. Alright, we just need to bring in a bunch of removal. And Ceratops. So that's not a thing. Ceratops. Interesting. So what's bad? Cutthroat might be bad. We might just bring this in. I probably want to bring in a bunch of removal. I'm not sure. Assassin's Trophy would probably be good. These counterspells are expensive. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Syncopate. They do have a lot of cheap plays. I don't know. I'm not actually sure how to board against this. So, Cutthroat's probably fine, although it can't block. It is a good attacker. I am, I'm just going to kind of Mystic. Because it's just really expensive. So I'm going to assume that they're going to bring in Cast Down. Wow. Okay, this is fine. So we'll be able to basically play Cutthroat and then protect it. What do we want to get rid of here? Probably Breeding Pool, right? So we have green, blue, and then black. No, we don't. Let's get rid of that. We'll take a little extra damage. That's okay. Get out of here. Our opponent keeps going AFK at the beginning of these games. Okay, we're just telling them that we have something, because that's important. I think they've got to play something on their turn. I don't think Mono Blue is going to win by trying to play at instant speed. So whenever they play. I mean, they can do that if they want. Yeah. Sure. So they must have cast down. That seems to be what the gig is. So we're just going to keep playing. We can do this instant speed thing all day. In which case our more powerful cards will be more relevant. Their Terramanders are a big deal, being able to make 5/5 flyers. And they've already got... Alright, we're going to try this here. Sure. We'll syncopate whatever they play. For one. I think it's the essence capture, right? Yes. These stacks. Great. So they're going to have a 3/2. I have a 2/1. Then there's that. So I'm going to just kind of try to kill this right now. This Night Pack Ambusher will be better. I mean, they most definitely have a counterspell. But we're doing this on their turn, so my guy, I believe, is getting all the counters. Except I may be completely wrong. No, it's on their turn. So if they cast down, then it sucks for us, but otherwise, we're doing fine. Do they have no more counters? You either do have counters or you don't. So we'll have a 4/3 on our team? Okay, I see what they're doing. So that seems good. Okay. We might be able to ride out our 4/3 here. Just got to protect it. They cannot get cast down through our Syncopate, which is good. fine with me. Okay, we're going to win this race. That's a problem. I can't actually deal with that. Yep. There's the Curious Obsession. And I'm just going to Trickster it down. I don't know what they have. Oh, I can't actually syncopate that. Looks like we are dispersaling it. Crap, they have Spell Pierce again. Every time. Spell Pierce is a great card. Either you have it or you don't. These long stacks are really annoying. There it is, see? Nice. I do have a 6/5 now, though. And I'm just going to get them underneath counterspells. So if they have if they have cast down, they can kill it. Otherwise, he'll start causing trouble. And they still have to deal with this 6/5. Our syncopate's getting quite bad. Yep. If they just single block this, I will flash in an ambusher to save it. Okay, that's fair. I can counter that, right? So they got to block the cut thread at least. And take 4. Seems fine. That is fine with me. Which means a land off the top ends the game. An untapped land off the top ends the game. Dang it. Now they still might. They have used, what, 2 Noxious Grasps. So if they draw another one, they win. If they don't, they lose. All comes down to that. Just got this styled up. Okay, we get an extra turn. They don't have it. They're digging. Is this it? Come on. Got him. Wow, mono blue is tough. So what do we need then? Night Pack's just really Sailor. I mean, this might be fine. I mean, Syncopates, I think it just rather negates, right? They're probably just better most of the time. I haven't seen any Djinns. Oh, of course, they must have taken out the Djinns to put in to add black, which is kind of cool. And I didn't see any dive down either. Um, it's a hand, I guess. Okay, so we're going to have Brineborn. That's good. Nice. They do have Lookout's Dispersal up. Okay, well that's cool. So we're drawing lands. Just going to get that in under the counter magic. That's a problem. I'm just not playing enough removal to deal with that. This might just be good game. I should have brought in the other Assassin's trophies. That'd have been great. But I did not. So they have a 3-2 now? We just got to fight over that. They're going to counter it, but we're just not winning if they're drawing 2 cards a turn for a while. I think it just boarded really incorrectly. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be a quick game. They draw 2 cards. Pretty insane. Huh. Okay, well, our chance... I'm going to try to sneak in a Night Pack in. And if this doesn't resolve, then we lose. Okay. Noxious Grasp. Man, that's rough. Just drawn really well. I mean, it helps when you draw 2 cards a turn. Good game. This is a cool deck. I'll let them kill me. And there's so many really cool decks right now. You've got Scape Shift and Mono Blue. That's actually not, it's Demir now. We'll go down swinging. I mean, I guess we could probably trickster that down, but... Alright, so 2-2. The deck definitely has some weaknesses. I'm going to go back and look at some changes I made. Alright, so through these 4 games, I was kind of able to... The deck kind of came back down to earth. I was on a tear for a while, just basically winning all my matches 2-0, but it definitely has some bad matchups. Mono Blue is definitely not a good matchup. So Syncopate's interesting. I want to have early interactions. Spell Pierce is just so good. Like Mono Blue got us. I think we probably didn't draw the best there. I mean, we brought in, I mean, we had what, 5 main board. So this is a change I made before the previous game. I brought in 2 Assassin's Trophies instead of 1, and then have 2 in the side. So when we play Scape Shift, we'll have 4 ways to deal with Field of the Dead just outright. And I replace, because basically Assassin's Trophy is a Noxious Grasp that doesn't gain life, but and gives them a land. But besides that, it's seems to be exactly the same. Still keeping Legioned End. Um, 2 shifting Ceratops, 3 Unmoored Ego. I may not need that actually, and I still have the Drakes in there against Mono Red. I don't think I've lost with against Mono Red yet with this deck, but anyways, it's a lot of fun. And the black cards do seem to add stuff. Being able to have removal is great, and we'll see how this deck continues. But I had a lot of fun. I did end up recording 2 of the losses, so 2 and 2. Yeah, so I will do some more with it. So that will be it for this video.